What's going on YouTube? Rob-A here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations Attack of the Fembots. No, not really, but we're actually getting 2 female Transformers in this wave, and that is pretty awesome. We just got Windblade in the last wave, and now we're getting Chromia and RC. So that's really, really cool. So Chromia here is a retooling, like a heavy retooling of the Prime Robots in Disguise RC mold. So you can actually see kind of the similarities right away, especially in the upper like chest sort of area, and there are a few other spots as well. Like the transformation is similar. The legs are definitely very reminiscent, if not the exact same mold. I'm not sure. I don't have a Prime RC on hand to verify, but it's definitely a lot of reused bits. But that is okay, because this Chromia looks really like a lot of fun. So you can see the motorcycle, or the, I guess, motorcycle mode here. The Generations, of course, come with the comic book here. Chromia has a little bio on the back, which we will read very quickly, but first I'll let you pause on that if you want to see the stats. You can see the motorcycle mode looking pretty cool, and of course the robot mode right there. Chromia is a master of infiltration, sabotage, and the kind of tactical counterstrikes that crush an opponent's morale. Unfazed by any enemy or situation, she can always be counted on to step up when her team's in a tight spot. So very cool. It's got her on the back here, dual wielding pistols, and of course it also has a little sticker right here that says additional weapon not included. Kind of poor on that, but that's okay. So she only comes with 1 gun, which that's fine. She's got 2 on the comic book, 2 on the back of the package, but they can only be bothered to include 1 with the actual figure. But that's all right. Life goes on. Life finds a way. So yeah, very cool. I'm gonna get her out of the package, and we're gonna check her out in person right now. Alright guys, so here we have Deluxe Generations Chromia in her motorcycle mode, and as you can see, her gun does fit right on the side there. We'll just pop that off just for a moment. So here she is from the side. She's got the same little kickstand that RC had, and I guess it just folds up like that for storage. Wheels, free spinning. Not the most free spinning wheels that have ever existed, but pretty nice nonetheless. And the front, because of the way it transforms, can actually kind of rotate. You do get some steering out of that as well. Very cool. You see the clear canopy, of course. Not smoky like in the pictures on the package, but I think this works just fine. You get the idea. So very nice vehicle mode. You see some exhaust up there. Very like Tron bike sort of thing going on. It rolls, sort of. I mean, it's off balance, of course, but it does roll, and it stands just fine, as you saw with the little kickstand. So very nice looking vehicle mode, in my opinion. I really do like it. So to transform this lovely gal, we're just gonna go ahead, pull the wheel out, the front wheel out, and just kind of fold it up against the canopy there. We're gonna go ahead and open these front bits, which are pegged apparently very tightly onto the what will become the legs. There we go. There we go. Just pop those out like that, and that's really as far out as they go. So it's not like the big wings that Prime RC had. And we're just going to pull the legs out and down and separate them. Flip the wheel halves up and back like so. It's out. There we go, just like that. And there are little tiny like clips looking things in here. Oh, never mind. I thought those were to hold onto the wheels. They're just to keep the kneecaps on. Forgive me. I do apologize. Every day is a learning experience. Oh gosh. All right. And of course, this whole front end, we're going to unclip the canopy from back here, pull this back and down, and we're going to go ahead and lift this back end back and out, and this just kind of chills. This is just going to kind of sit wherever you like. So you pop the arms out, of course. You can bring them down, you can leave them up. It really does depend on what you like. And then of course the canopy, you're just going to kind of put down in sort of whatever position you like the best. So you get kind of a backpack here. Well, not kind of, you definitely get a backpack there. We'll go over that in more detail in just a moment. And then the kind of pelvis piece, you just want to push back, and you can see there's a tab that'll fit into this kind of slot back here, and actually clicks in quite securely and quite nicely. So we're just going to push that back, and you'll see that will actually also lift the robot head up, and you're just going to pop that in, and it snaps in quite nicely. So, and there you basically have Chromia. You just kind of adjust the head and get it kind of going where you like. And she's more or less ready to go as is, but as I showed you, she does have this big backpack. You can make it smaller by just pushing this in farther and then just pushing that back, and that will kind of tighten everything up there. But then it does block the hips. You can see it just comes over here. So I guess preferably for the sake of posability, you'd want to have it out a bit like so. You can kind of bring this up if you wanted to and sort of flatten it against the back. It does raise it up over her head a bit. So really it's up to you. There is a back package there, but you can kind of fiddle with it to make it, I guess, work for you. But as far as articulation goes, her head is on a ball joint. Kind of strangely though, it's the ball joint actually is molded onto her head itself, so it's only a ball joint like in the neck, so she can look down very nicely, but looking up not so much. She can look side to side just fine, and no light piping, but you can tell kind of by the way it was molded that it was sort of meant to have light piping. So if you wanted to, you could easily just pop the screw out of the back of her head and just paint the eyes whatever color you like. She does have ball jointed shoulders that move. They're a little bit, stuck from going up. There's a little groove in there to try and give them a little bit more, but you can kind of push them up like this and get a little more movement out of them. She has the bicep swivel sort of with her arm being a ball joint at the elbow, and she does have ball jointed wrists as well, so you can get a lot of movement out of the wrists like so. She does have ball jointed hips. She does have an upper thigh swivel and a nice knee bend going on there. You can get a little, not really any movement out of her feet unless you were to move the wheel from the back of her leg, but that would kind of look awkward. So yeah, not really any movement in her feet, but she does stand quite solidly due to these nice big heel spurs on the back of her feet, which is really cool. And she is overall just really, really a cool looking toy and super fun in both modes. Like I've really been enjoying just messing around with her, especially in her vehicle mode. I think that's pretty awesome. So she does come with a pistol, just one, just one, and you just put that right in her hand, and she can go off, shooting bad guys or whatever. So yeah, very, very cool. Really nice reuse of the RC mold, and I really, really love just how much they've changed it. Like, it really doesn't if I hadn't already owned, you know, the Prid RC, if I hadn't been told, maybe even having owned it, but if I hadn't been, you know, told beforehand that it was a remold, I really wouldn't have noticed. I would have thought it was just a similar transformation, but they did a really, really nice job on this, and I'm super, super pleased with it. So very cool. She does, of course, have the backpack, but honestly, like, the clear windshield really does help kind of give it the illusion that it's not as big as it is, because as you can see, I mean, it doesn't look like it takes up as much space as I guess it does, just because it's clear and you can see right through it. So very, very nice. I like Chromia a lot, and so yeah, I hope you will too. Very, very cool, really nice colors, everything, sculpt, beautiful. So that is going to do for this video, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to stay tuned. I've got more Transformers coming up real soon, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.